Greetings, beloved, and welcome back to another Crochet in Agreement podcast. My name is Melissa, and I'm coming to you from the northern Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. I crochet and knit prayer blankets, chemo caps, and prayer shawls, and I also do some yarn dyeing. I have an Etsy shop if you would like to go over and check out my colorways I have available, or you can design your own colorway. The link is down below. Today is Monday, March 18th, 2024, and this is episode number 42. So stick around. I've got some finished objects. I've made some progress on my whips, and I also want to share with you guys some items that I have started collecting for the next subscriber appreciation giveaway. So stick around to find out all those details. So how is everyone out there? Again, I'm doing right from my chair because I now have the space occupied where I normally film with cute little kittens. Be sure to go, I will put a link to the playlist right here, but be sure to go check out my kitten journal. We have taken in 2 female strays that just had kittens. We took them in right before Christmas time, and we are going to rehome the 8 kittens that we have. If there's anyone within an hour's distance that's willing to come within an hour's distance of me that would like to have one of these when they're weaned, email me, send me an email, because we will be giving them up, and I'll give all of my friends first opportunity before they go to the shelter. But I will be doing videos here until probably they're gone, because this is where they're going to stay, right in front of me, where I can keep a good eye on them. But let me go right into the yarn stuff, because I have some really awesome stuff to share with you guys. I wanted to film sooner, but I also wanted to finish these 2 things that I finished, and they are done, and it hasn't been really that long, a little over 2 weeks, so I think that's pretty good. But let me show you first the heirloom blanket that I made for Alexandria that I hope she takes really good care of. But I'm going to back up the camera and show you the full length of it. I need to interject, answer this question and the second question later on in this video in the comment section below. Answer both questions, and you will get an extra entry into my subscriber appreciation giveaway. My question is, what is your favorite animal? Whether it be a pet or not, just your favorite animal. My number 1 is koala bear. Number 2 is hedgehog. Number 3 is groundhog. Okay, so we're going portrait style here, so I can show you guys how big this is. So I am 5'3", and this is the bottom of it. So it is about as tall as me. Well, it's definitely 5 feet at least long. And it is, well, it was 46 inches wide before the border. I'll let you look at this first. As you can see, I've got different stitches, and I have undetermined amounts of rows for each one, just randomly, but it is super duper insanely crazy heavy. There's a kitty coming out. I'm going to show you guys the border that I did. It is from the Any Which Way border. I'll put a screenshot of the book on here, and a screenshot of the pattern that I used. I did do it a little bit different on the last row. They said to do single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1. I just did single, but I'm really happy with that border. I barely had enough. I actually ended up running out of, if you follow me on Instagram, ran out of the variegating just to the corner right there. I lost it, Yarn Chicken, right to there. But this baby is finally done. I have not washed it yet. That's how I block blankets. I wash them. That's it. So it's still pretty stiff, but it's really soft because most of this yarn is, I love this yarn. The other is Karen 1 pound, which is sturdy but not really the softest. It's not as nowhere near as bad as Red Heart, but I love this yarn. It's super duper soft. So that is the blanket that she loves it, I love it, and I'm gonna put a picture of her laying on that blanket. So next item. Oh, and I did take the stitch marker out, the Progress Keeper stitch marker, so the baby could lay on the blanket. So I can't really show you how much I did since last video, but it's done. All right, I got my socks done. And, okay, so this was using, so I made these socks using Premier Fruits, just one of these, because they're only 50 grams each. They're 235 yards. And I wanted to know if I could make a pair of shorty socks, and they're not really like no-show. They're just ankle socks, basically. And this is what was left from, it would be nice to know. Okay. I will put it on the screen instead of counting out loud, but I'll let you know how many rows of cuff and how many rows of, you know, before I went to the heel flap I did. And it's be a good reference point for me anyways. I have the Yarn Buddy app, the paid version, so I'll have it on there as well. But in case you guys would like to know, I should also put on there how many rows of the foot. I mean, this is a standard, you know, I'm a 9, size 9, so it's a standard, you know, it's not super small, it's not super big, so it should be enough for everybody. Anybody that wants to know if you can make a full pair of socks. This is all I have left. I don't even know if I'm going to, I'll probably save it. This is such pretty yarn. Just haven't rolled it up yet. But my socks are done, and last video I had this one done, and I was only down to here. There's my little hedgehog stitch marker I got at the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. But I was only to here, so I finished the rest of that. And they're all done now. So I now have another pair of handmade socks. So now on to works in progress. For my first works in progress, I'm going to do this one so I don't forget like I almost did last time. But I have done some more spinning on my spindle. And I try to work on everything a little bit, at least to make a little bit of progress. But I haven't quite got enough to take it off and to ply it with my other 50 grams I have already done. But the spindle weighs 45 grams, so let's see how much is on the whole entire thing now. Okay, let's see. So we have 82 grams, so 81, I don't know why it keeps changing. So that is, it's 45 grams on the spindle, so that means 37 grams on here. So I am 14 grams away from my 50 when I can ply it. So I'll keep working on this. Maybe I'll have it plied for next video, hopefully. Okay, so I'm looking at my Granny Square prayer blanket, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I was at the exact same number last video. 5 across, 4 down, plus 4, 24. Yeah, I thought I'd done at least one, but I don't know. I'll correct myself on the screen if it was less than 24, but it looks like I haven't worked on that, and I have no legitimate excuse for that. I don't know why. However, I have worked on my the name that I put on the screen, cardigan. Duster cardigan by DIY, no wait, something DIY, and my dishwasher's beeping, ignore that. So I am currently on the back panel. I've done the 2 front panels, and I am now on the back panel, and find my stitch, my progress keeper. This is where I was last video, down there, and I've made it this far, and I don't have a whole lot farther to go. This is technically the back panel, but I just pretty much have to go there to there, another 3 or 4 inches. I want it to be nice and bulky, so I go a little past the midsection there. I want it to be nice and comfy and roomy. So that is coming along nicely, and I'm looking forward to it because we're getting weather days. Like today would be perfect for this. It's 52, I believe. Perfect temperature for a light cardigan like this. Okay, now on to my knee sock that I am making with acrylic yarn. They say not to use it for socks, but I am doing it anyways with my Baby Bee Sweet Delight print in Jumping Juniper. So I have done, this is where I was last video, right here. Haven't done a whole lot, but I'm really slow on socks. So I've done 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I did 70 rounds for the leg, and then I started the heel flap. So I am currently on the heel flap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About a third of the way there. So that's where I am with that. And I love how soft this is. I love how beautiful this is. Isn't that just stunning? This is the Vanilla Sock on 9-inch circulars by Crazy Sock Lady. I will put that link below. That's my go-to. I've downloaded a couple of her paint patterns, but I haven't tried them yet because they're fancy. But I'm eager to do them both, especially the heel to toe do-si-do. It's beautiful, beautiful pattern. So I'm looking at this sock here. You've seen a little bit of it there. That I haven't even done an entire round on this since my last video, but I think I know why. This is where I left off last video. Have I done a whole round? Okay, I take that back. That is, yeah. But I haven't done 2, not an entire 2, because I believe this is going to be an afterthought. See that stitch marker there and that one there. This is going to be an afterthought heel. For those of you that don't know, that means you just knit the whole sock, and then after you're done with the sock, then you go back in and knit in the heel, which means you have to be super duper careful. You have to be able to catch all of the stitches on the right leg of the stitch, and then you proceed to cut. And I think I'm getting nervous about that. I'm getting close to the toe, and it's like the closer I get to the toe, the closer I get to putting in the heel, and you know, I'm intimidated by that. But I'm sure I will do just fine. I did a lifeline, my very first sock, and succeeded, and I feel pretty confident that I'll be able to do the same thing, which is pretty much the same thing. I put in a lifeline after the fact in my very first sock I ever made. And it worked. I got all of the stitches just fine. As long as I got good lighting and I'm not pressured or bothered too much, I think I will do just fine with that. But not much progress on this one. And now to my favorite sock. This is with some yarn that I got at the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. I gave all the details in my last video. Flying Goat Farm, Sunset, something other. But this is the first time I've ever made any socks with. This is a size 0, which is 2 millimeter, and the stitches are super duper tiny. but that's where I left off last video. So you can see how tight those stitches are. Very tiny. So it does take a little while longer to do this, but it's definitely thick. Yeah, these are going to be gorgeous. Can you see the sparkle? There's sparkle in there. I'm not sure if it's showing up for you guys, but it's there. There's some. Yeah, there you see it. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys as far as my projects. Real quick, we're going to go over what we're doing this month as far as, well, not really this month, but the next subscriber appreciation giveaway. I've got out my biggest box that I own, which is 12 by 12 by 10, and I've got it about halfway full so far. I just wanted to show you guys what I have in there and when and how you can enter to win this subscriber appreciation. So let me show you what's in there, and then I will let you know what you need to do. So randomly, just grabbing off the top, I have this. This is so cool. So it's got a little rivet hole right here so you can hang it, and it's got a little spot right here for a pen. But what you can do with these is you can put a pattern down in here, and this is dry erase, or you can either use it as a folder, but I like using it to put the pattern in there, and then you can actually mark on here as you do each part of the pattern. And then when you're done, if you need to flip it over, you can erase it, or you can use the back, whichever you want to do. These are really handy for both keeping patterns, you know, in good shape, and then plus you can write on here without writing on the pattern. You can save the pattern for later. These are super duper handy. And in this box, I will be including a 1,000 piece puzzle. Who doesn't love a good puzzle? It's a glare, but that's a really cool picture of wolf and mountain scene. I love puzzles. Yeah, they're so much fun. So that will be going in this month's giveaway. This month. It's not this month, because this month is almost over. It'll actually be at the end of next month, but I'll give you more details here shortly. So, gotta have yarn. And this is, like I said, this is all, it is stuffed in here really tight, so bear with me, please. Okay, okay. So this cute little bag with a handle. Love it. Walk and knit or crochet. Of course, it's got the holes in the top for the yarn to come out. There's a hole there too. It's hard to see. There's yarn in here. There's lots of yarn, and I'm gonna be super careful that it doesn't just like pop out at me. See, it already popped open. This is the, I'm gonna show you one of them. And this is the Starlight Soft 86% premium acrylic and 14% reflective polyester. See that silver in there? You have 3 of these in the red and 3 of these in the navy. So, yeah, if you want to make something 4th of July in time for that, you have red and blue right here. Maroon and navy, actually. So let me see if I can get this zip back up. It is so full. I crammed those in there. Of course, you wouldn't need necessarily put that much yarn in here. Okay. And it's got this little outside pocket, which of course I have stuck something in there as well. Here you have little clear, they're Post-its. They're little long Post-its with the sticky on one side. You can write it on your pattern, or you can write on this and stick it on your pattern. Put a little arrow and follow yourself along. These are handy, very handy. Little tiny ones, just for little notes. I'm also including a measuring tape, a pink one. Let me zip this back up. I am also including this adorable mug. This is for the crocheters out there. Okay, got styrofoam everywhere. Check this out. I crochet so I don't choke people. Save a life. Send yarn. And then on the back side, there's what you look like before you have your coffee. Minus the finished objects in front. So this mug is also going into the giveaway. Pardon the squeaky. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize I was making that much noise. Okay. Nice and safe in there. A couple little onion things here. Let me pick up all of these. So this is really cute. This is called a rain card. And it's about the size of a credit card except thicker. But it's a raincoat. It is a full-size hooded drawstring raincoat inside of here. Keep it in your purse or in your project bag. You never know when you're going to be stuck out in the rain. Especially if you don't pay attention to the weather like I don't. My husband does, but I don't. So the yarn I actually checked, and it is recommended hook size is an I for that yarn. So I am including a Yarnology luxury crochet hook in the size I. And it's beautiful green. Pretty. These gorgeous scissors. Can't have too many of those. This cute little pocket notebook. Got the little strap to hold it shut. I'm not going to bother opening it. Whoever gets it can check it out. It does say that it's lined. It's showing that it has lines. And also, this was so cute. I got this on Temu. Wow. This is a little tin. And of course, inside the tin, I include some of my favorite. Okay, got it. There's a packet of, I can't remember how many's in here, light bulb stitch markers. They are my favorite. Those. I think it's 100. Those are my favorite. I buy a lot of those on Temu. I'm paranoid that I'm going to run out. So when I buy them, I buy a lot. So far, that is what I have for the giveaway. I will be adding more, of course. And then I always add some kind of hand-dyed yarn. You don't get something from me without getting some hand-dyed yarn. So how I'm doing it this month, since it's so close to the end of March already, isn't that crazy? I will let it run for the entire month of April and the rest of March. And I'm going to continue doing it the same way I always have. I'm going to put a link to the video on all the ways to participate, to enter, so that I don't have to go through all of this again. But I'm also adding in the additional, if you are a new subscriber, or if you recommend my channel, and if somebody recommends my channel and you go to my channel and subscribe because of that person, let me know in the comments below. I'm a new subscriber and so sent me. And let me know who sent. And then each of you will get an extra entry into my giveaway, which will take place. I will have to come up with more details later. But it will be the end of April. I will definitely let you guys know. But I've got to add a lot more stuff to it because this has got to be a big giveaway to make up for the couple that I missed. But if you would go to that video that I just posted, check out all the ways that you can enter. And then if you share out my video, take a picture or a screenshot of it and send it to me. If you become a member, hopefully, I'm praying. I'll let you know for sure on my community tab. But I'm hoping that I can do a live this Thursday. It's just every single Thursday comes along and something, either doctor's appointment or I just don't feel good. Yeah, it's something, or not really feel good. It was a long story, but why I couldn't do it last Thursday. Anyways, we're not going to get into that. There's all kinds of ways you can enter. You don't have to give super chats, super stickers, or be a member to enter. but you do get additional entries for doing that. And then, of course, I need to put it in this video. But the magic of editing, I would have already done it. So if you answer both questions in this video, which I'm going to go ahead and do the second question. And actually, I thought, okay, I know what the question was now. Okay, it came back to me. So I know not everybody's like this, but I am. Every time I finish something, I want to do something else. I feel like I need to replace it. It doesn't matter how many whips I have going. I always feel like I need to do something else. So I'm going to dig through my archive videos, and instead of dragging these two items out, I'm going to post a picture of the two blankets that I have. One of them is, I still consider a whip because it's sitting right here beside me, and it's a green and white blanket that I'm knitting that I want to put on my bed. Like, well, both of them's really something to put on my bed, but it's like this one here will match everything that's on my bed right now. The other one will still match, and it's beautiful, but it is considered a UFO. So a UFO meaning an unfinished object that has went into hibernation. That one is sitting in, I have yarn everywhere, but that is on a shelf in the bathroom where I keep some yarn, and that is gorgeous as well. But I've got a couple more squares. It's the Flora Afghan by Mikey at Yarn Inspirations. Here is, I'm going to pull up some pictures actually while I was speaking. Instead of trying to talk and show pictures breaking into that, I will just put it over top of my voice. But I have that blanket, and I also have the green blanket. So my second question for you guys is, and there's no wrong answer, it's just a suggestion, like a poll. It's a poll. Which of those two blankets should I start on next? And I do want to get started on one of them, so I'm going to, whichever majority wins, and put the answer in the comment section for this one. Actually, for both of them. Instead of emailing me, we're going to do the comment section on this one. Generally, I ask you guys to email me the answers, but this time we're going to just put it in the comment section. I just feel that would be easier. But comment down below, should I do the Flora Afghan or should I do the knit blanket? That's what I'm going to call them. Flora Afghan, or it's just a standard knit blanket. I mean, the pros and cons, the Flora, I don't have a whole lot to do. It will be done quickly, you know, a lot quicker than the knit blanket. But the knit blanket is, I love knitting. I'm a crocheter, I've done it all my life, but I'm a new knitter, and I'm just addicted to knitting, and I really want to knit on this. It's sitting right here beside me. I stare at it all the time. It's safely in a tub, but I look at it a lot, and I really want to work on it. So that's the pros of both. So something to consider while you're choosing which one I should do. Okay, so I do believe that is all. Thank you so much for watching. I tried to go as fast as I could, and I hope I didn't keep you too long, but I very much appreciate everyone coming and hanging out with me today. And be sure to keep an eye out for my kitten videos because they are growing like crazy. Okay, thank you again for coming. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week. Love you all so much. Bye-bye.